Although the Free Pass movement is a Brazilian movement, this does not prevent similar movements happening all around the world. Our focus in this work is only to explain about the Free Pass, but also about all movements with the same goal, which is a free collective transport. We will approach the theme nationally and globally, showing the goals behind the movement. MPL was constituted in a plenary held in January 2005 at the World Social Forum in Porto Alegre, from groups and demonstrators who carry out the struggle for free will in several Brazilian cities. The formation of a nationally articulated movement started from the campaign for the fifth pass of Florianopolis, as I seen since 2000, and that had already been promoted in Europe in 2004. One program that helped to development of MPL research and development initiatives was the so-called Buzu Revolt. It was a popular mobilization carried out by students without direction of parties or student organizations that took the streets of Salvador for about 3 weeks in 2003, paralyzing a city against the increase of the passage of buses. The intensity of the increase was not changed.
The debates on mobility are in the main road metropolis, more and more suffocating in every way like excess vehicles. Big cities are turning to alternative means of transportation. In the city of Bristol, England, transport was one of the most expensive in the UK, until a group of militants realized that the only way to improve transportation was to create their own. They began collecting donations. So after collecting £10,000, the money to buy a bus, passing through the city in a loop, passing through the center and other crowded places, completely free, if on a box of donation if someone decided to help the project. The day was collected from donations and all to keep the bus in circulation. The Luxembourg Prime Minister Xavier Bettel started a project in the country, which will make all public transport in the fully free country, which will make Luxembourg the first country to do so. Luxembourg showed so many times a strong concern to government, which lead the project even further. Its capital has only 107,000 inhabitants, but approximately 400,000 people circulate through the city on a daily basis, which caused one of the largest congestion in Europe.
The Free Pass movement is a non-partisan, horizontal, and independent autonomous social movement that fights for a public transport that is truly free, free to the entire population and beyond the reach of private initiative. The MPL is a group of ordinary people who have been together for nearly a decade to discuss and fight for a better transportation project for the city. They are present in several cities in Brazil and are fighting for the effective democratization of access to the urban space and its zero-tariff services.
June 2013 had a protest by the Free Pass in Joinville. The demonstration is peaceful, with total confusion or vandalism. More than 10,000 people, according to the military police. The concentration began in the late afternoon, involving students and MPL people, still under cruel stars from the shopkeepers and people who ran to catch the last bus, but grew up with an invasion of young students. The most important movement was in the terminal coach. People running and shouting the terminal is ours. The work of 200 police officers made short moments happen without problem. At the same time, another conquest. Two crowd takes over the city hall. Many young people take photos, historical moments in their lives. After that, the MPL went to the city council. The crowd went to the bridge near the Samaki Museum. Let the view of the people was mixed in the festival atmosphere. Soon after, officers dealt with a group that wanted to stay and PQ, the bus dash returned to the terminal.
The struggle for a free public transportation with quality isn't exclusive to Brazil. Movements similar to the Free Pass movement can be found all over the world, and more specific in countries like Belgium, New Zealand, Italy, Sweden, and the United Kingdom. The results of their fight can be seen in the advancement in the quality of the public transport and the reduction of the tariff prices. In Hasselt, Belgium, after the introduction of the zero-tariff policy, the use of public transport increased immediately and remained high, being now 10 times greater compared to the previous period.